is Rolf from Tesla Owners US, and we are on day one of Ring of Fire tour. And as you can see, I'm sitting in my own car again, or in my Model Y. My wife is behind me in the Model X, as you can see. And this day one of Ring of Fire tour. And why is that? I'll tell you after the intro.
Hear the birds and see the sun. Side by side our fears are done. All the good times just begun. Oh, we know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life. Call us crazy, but things are finally right. You and I, the future is...
Yeah, we are driving with two cars because it is so remote where we are driving in the northeast corner of Arizona, and we are driving there because of a very scenic and scientific event, because Ring of Fire, as you know, is not only Johnny Cash, the Ring of Fire, it is Ring of Fire that is solar eclipse, where the moon is in front of the sun. However, the moon is so far away that it cannot cover the entire sun. But we will get a full solar eclipse. But today, first, we're going to another nice site, which is the Grand Canyon. So the desert first, to the mountains. After the desert, we're going to stop at the favorite supercharger in New River. I hope the connector is repaired. Then through the mountains, and then we arrive in Flagstaff, do another stop there for a lunch break. And then after that, we will go towards the Grand Canyon, directly at the Grand Canyon rim. Yep, that was a quick stop. And we had a sandwich here. I was just too hungry. And now we are a little bit in a construction zone. It's only 65 allowed. And then as you can see, the desert is still there. And mountains are coming in the background. Yeah, a little bit to the air pressure. So I was browsing in the provided instructions for the car, and I was looking up something with pulling a trailer. So what I noticed there is, at least for the Model X, it's probably for the Model Y the same way, it said pump up your rear tires 5 psi more than what the specs are saying. So that's the first time I'm reading it. Sometimes you should read the instructions, and I'm doing it now. I'm pulling it for my Model Y. 42 is psi is regularly, and then I pump it up to 47, and for the Model X the same way, when the Model X is soon be pulling the car. Now we have another 12 miles to go, and then we are in Cliff Castle Casino, that is close to Montezuma Castle. It's a very famous Indian place here in Arizona. There's a castle basically built into the rocks formation. You should visit it when you have a time there. But there is also a casino there. It's big business for the tribes here in Arizona. And we're gonna go to the parking lot there and switch.
In 500 feet, your destination will be on the right.
Okay, ready to go.
Cable. That's my hammer.
Tag, check, Tina. Blinker, check. Links, rechts. Okay. Okay, brake. Yeah. Guys, as you can see, or you have seen, we just flipped the trailer. And now we can even drive faster because the Model X still has a lot of juice in the car and it's pulling up the mountains. I like to use this step also because the Model X with that horsepower is really easily zipping up the mountain. And this is the steepest climb here from Montezuma Castle or Montezuma Well up to the Flagstaff. And that's what we're gonna do. And then we do another stop in Flagstaff, and that should be our last because we're gonna fill up from there in order to arrive at the Grand Canyon. All right. Guys, the navigation system is completely freaking out. It will send me back to Sedona. So I'm already on the way to Flagstaff, 24 miles away. I'm 50 miles out. So look at this. It won't send me there, turn to Sedona, and then from there go up to Flagstaff again. I'm not gonna do that. This is stupid. So it gets completely confused because of the high consumption with the trailer.
Take exit 317 on the right.
Yeah,
onto Fox
this
Ranch
navigation
Road.
system tries to detour me out again. So I have both of them in my view. My wife's consumption, my consumption, and this is okay. I calculated it out. Better than what the Tesla does right now. So the trailer mode, with trailer mode and navigation, this really sucks. That's not far away from Woody's campground. It's just on the other side, and we are crawling behind a truck here. They cannot make it up the hill, but I don't want to be. There's too much traffic here on my left side, so cannot pass it right now. Yeah. Okay, good. That was a quick lunch break. So I show you some pictures from. We usually go there to Olive Garden, which is down the road or down the way towards the street where you turned in for the supercharger, And what we do there, okay, my wife, it's nice, she blocks me the way so that I can pass this guy. Okay. So she drives behind me after trailer again. She drives behind me so I can, and then she blocks me on the passing lane so that I can go and pass the slow vehicles. Okay, and I did this. Yes, and autopilot is on. And by the way, let me show you, if the turn the trailer mode off, everything is functioning well, but autopilot is on. If you try that with trailer mode on, autopilot won't work. If you turn the trailer mode off, so there's really not much of difference between cruise control, adaptive cruise control, and autopilot, standard autopilot. So why don't let the car drive in standard autopilot? You have to watch anyway. Yeah, so we're going another 82 miles towards the campground and at Grand Canyon, and we will be there. Let's see, we are 298 miles charged. If we can make it there, we had it when we left there. Let's see if we can make it there in one streak with one car. So that would be good. Let's try that. All right. Guys, the wind turned into our favor. It's coming from southwest, and we are going north and a little bit northeast. And the mountain in front of that is Grand View, and I think we can make it. So basically we have wind from the across in the back, and that helps. We are 6,000 feet elevation right now, and we might climb a little bit, but that's okay. We're gonna make it. Keep the fingers crossed.
I'm waiting, but I know I can't say that we didn't end it for good reason. Still I'm hoping we'll be meeting soon. Everybody needs some time to figure themselves out, but I want you close, and I still have hope. I'm waiting every day for you to come back and tell me we can work it out, forget about the past. Now time moves slow, I'm not high or low, no, I'm somewhere in the middle and a little bit messed up, 'cause without you everything stops.
Now we're coming close to our trip to the end, 4.4 miles. Precautiously, I was driving to the supercharger there, but I also want to get a coffee. So what I did then instead is
In 500 feet, enter the roundabout.
there's a
and take the second
supercharger,
exit.
and at the same time there are regular chargers there with 48 amp. So I didn't use a lot of electricity. I plugged into the regular chargers, and I didn't
Now
want to
enter
block the
roundabout and take the
superchargers.
second exit.
So I took the regular chargers and charged up a couple of miles, 20 miles or so, while we were going to the Starbucks and get a coffee. And then now we continue the regular way to our campsite. We are in the campground, and there is already a moose here in the campground. Look at this. The day is to an end, and we are at the national park, and I got a lifetime pass now for all national parks. Unfortunately, I'm already category senior, and yeah, but I spent that money because that's now for the rest of my life I can use all national parks, especially this Grand Canyon Park. We are here at the campsite, There are Tesla charger not far away, but not at the campsite. So in the future, all of the national parks should have 50 amp 240 volt outlets and power so that you can charge there. Currently not. Most of the time there are tents here, and we want to finish the date. I cannot give you a statistic because it's gonna be wrong. I can tell you the distance we drove today, 217 miles from home to Grand Canyon, or a little bit longer. And that's all for Ring of Fire Day 1. And maybe I'm catching some nice pictures from the Grand Canyon to the sunset. We find out, otherwise sunrise the next morning. Ciao, see you next time. Subscribe and thumbs up.